You ever, look up at the night sky and just wonder, are we really all there is?
Yeah,
It's a question that's just kind of always been with us, right? Are we alone in the universe?
absolutely.
And that's exactly what we're diving into today.
Okay.
We've got cutting-edge research, some pretty wild theories, and even some real-world stuff from space exploration to try and wrap our heads around.
I think it's really interesting that it goes beyond just searching for aliens. You know,
Yeah.
it's really about understanding our place in this huge universe.
Yeah.
It's almost impossible to even imagine how big it is.
Yeah, that scale thing. You
Right.
totally hit the nail on the head with that.
It makes you think about the possibility of life on other planets when you consider how big the universe is.
Billions of galaxies each with potentially trillions of stars.
Exactly.
Just seems kind of impossible that we're the only ones out there.
You're right. And the Kepler telescope has actually found thousands of planets outside of our solar system.
Whoa.
And a lot of them are right in that habitable zone around their stars.
Habitable zone? That's where liquid water could exist.
Exactly.
Okay, now I'm feeling mind blown.
It is pretty amazing.
But I've also heard about this rare Earth hypothesis.
Right.
It seems like it kind of goes against that whole numbers game.
So the rare Earth hypothesis argues that the conditions that let life grow here on Earth are super specific,
Okay.
maybe even unique.
So it's not just about being in that habitable zone.
Exactly. It's not just about that.
It's got to have other stuff too.
Think about plate tectonics,
Hmm.
which help to control our climate,
Right?
and then there's our magnetic field.
Which protects us from radiation,
Right.
from all that harmful radiation from space.
Exactly.
Wow.
Even the size of our moon and where it's located are important.
Really?
It stabilizes the Earth's tilt.
It's like a whole bunch of things coming together.
It really is.
So are you saying we hit the jackpot like we won some kind of cosmic lottery?
Well, it makes you think about it, you
Yeah.
know?
Right.
Finding a planet with all the exact right things for life like ours could be really, really unlikely.
Even with all those billions of planets out there.
Yeah,
That's kind of a bummer.
it is kind of a downer.
But hold on.
Yeah.
What about extremophiles?
Oh, yeah,
Those things can live in the craziest places,
absolutely.
like the bottom of the ocean near those volcanic vents.
Right.
Doesn't that mean life might be tougher than we think?
You're totally right to bring up extremophiles.
Yeah.
They totally change our understanding of what habitable even means.
They really do.
We're so used to thinking about life like it is here.
Right. Like we're the model.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But they show us that's not always true.
So maybe there's life on other planets,
Yeah,
in places we don't even think to look.
right. In places we think are totally impossible.
That's a good point.
It opens up a lot of possibilities.
But if life is so tough, why haven't we found any aliens yet?
Yeah,
Or any sign of them?
that's the Fermi Paradox.
Right.
It's a big mystery.
We've got this huge universe with tons of potential for life.
Right. Tons and tons.
But we don't see anyone else.
Nope.
So how do scientists explain that?
Oh.
Is it just because everyone is too far away?
Distance is definitely a big factor.
Yeah, the universe is just massive.
It's hard to even comprehend.
Maybe other civilizations are just so far away we
Yeah.
can't even communicate with them.
Right. Our technology just isn't good enough yet.
Okay, I get the distance thing, but are there other explanations?
For sure. Imagine a civilization that's so advanced
Uh-huh.
that their technology is way beyond anything we can understand.
Oh.
Their signals could be all around us.
And we'd have no idea.
We wouldn't even know what to look for.
Hmm.
It's like trying to listen to the radio with tools from the Stone Age.
That's a great analogy.
It really puts it into perspective.
Okay, so maybe their tech is just too good for us to see,
Well, yeah,
or
well.
maybe they're hiding.
Maybe they are.
What if they're watching us right now?
It's a creepy thought.
I know, but what if we're waiting for us to reach some level?
Yeah.
Like a certain level of technology or something?
And maybe they just don't want to talk to us.
Like we're not cool enough.
It makes you wonder what they're thinking.
It really does.
It makes you wonder about their reasons for staying hidden.
Right, like what if we're being observed right now and we don't even know it?
It's a pretty unsettling thought,
It is.
but it's also really profound.
Totally. But we also haven't found any proof of these super advanced civilizations.
That's true. We haven't found any definitive proof yet.
But people are looking right.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
What about projects like the Arecibo Message and Breakthrough Listen?
Right. Those are great examples.
Can you tell us a bit about those?
Sure. So humanity has been trying to find aliens for a while now.
Yeah.
We haven't just been waiting around.
Uh-huh.
The Arecibo Message was our first try at saying hello to the universe.
Cool.
Back in 1974, we beamed a message out into space
Where'd it go?
towards a star cluster. It had some basic info about us and Earth.
Like what?
like our DNA,
Hmm.
the number of people on Earth,
Interesting.
stuff like
It's
that.
like a message in a bottle
Yeah.
floating out in space.
You got it.
That's amazing.
It is pretty cool.
And Breakthrough Listen is still going on, right?
That's right.
What's the latest on that?
It's one of the biggest searches for aliens ever.
Wow.
They're using some of the most powerful telescopes in the world.
What are they looking for?
They're trying to find artificial signals.
Coming from space.
Exactly. But it's really hard.
Wow.
There's so much noise out there in space.
Noise.
Yeah, radio waves from all sorts of natural things.
I see.
So they're trying to find a needle in a haystack, basically.
Wow.
Trying to find that one signal that's artificial.
It sounds pretty tough.
It is really tough.
It takes some serious technology.
Oh, yeah.
It's amazing stuff.
It really is.
But before we get too into the tech,
Uh-huh.
I want to change gears a little.
Okay.
What does all this mean? Not just the science, but like philosophically.
Right.
What does it mean for us as humans to even think about the idea that we might not be alone?
That's where things get really interesting.
Yeah.
We move from science to these huge existential questions.
Existential questions, that's a good way to put it.
It makes us think about our place in the universe.
Right?
For so long, we thought we were the center of everything,
Like the most important thing.
the pinnacle of creation.
Exactly.
But then we think about aliens,
Yeah.
especially intelligent ones.
And suddenly we're not so special anymore.
Exactly. It changes everything.
It's almost humbling, isn't it?
It is.
To think that we're maybe just one small part of something so much bigger.
Yeah, one tiny part of a huge puzzle.
It really makes you think.
It does. And it leads to some pretty wild ideas.
Like what?
Have you ever heard of the anthropic principle?
I don't think so.
It's pretty mind-blowing.
Okay, tell me more.
Basically, it says that the universe seems perfectly set up for life
Okay.
because we're here to see it. It's like saying the universe is the way it is because we're here to observe it.
That is mind-blowing.
It really makes you think.
So you're saying that we're like a part of the universe's design or something?
In a way, yeah.
Wow.
It suggests that our existence is connected to the laws of physics.
That's heavy.
It is.
And if that's true, what does that mean for other life out there?
That's a great question.
I think we might need a whole other deep dive just to figure that one out.
I agree. That's a huge topic.
But it shows you how big this whole search for extraterrestrial life really is.
It really does.
It's not just about finding aliens.
No.
It's about understanding ourselves and where we fit in.
It's about questioning everything we thought we knew.
And being okay with the unknown.
Absolutely.
That's a great point.
It really makes you wonder, doesn't it?
About what?
About what it would mean if we actually made contact.
With aliens.
Yeah.
What would that do to humanity?
It's a huge question.
I can't even imagine.
How would it change our society, our culture, everything,
Our whole understanding of ourselves.
right? How would we even process it?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
It really is.
And I don't think anyone has the answer.
Probably not.
But it's definitely worth thinking about.
Absolutely. It's something we should all be thinking about.
It's mind-blowing.
It is.
And it makes you realize how much we don't know.
Exactly. There's so much out there still to discover.
It makes you want to keep looking up at the stars and keep asking questions.
It really does. And who knows what we might find out there.
Maybe someday we'll have the answers.
Maybe.
But for now, the mystery continues.
That's part of what makes it so fascinating.
Yeah, it really is.
It keeps us searching.
And wondering.
And hopefully someday we'll find what we're looking for.
Maybe.
You never know.
It's exciting to think about.
It is.
Thanks for taking this deep dive with me.
It's been a pleasure.
It's been really thought-provoking.
Yeah, it's been great to explore these big questions with you.
And to all of you listening out there,
Yeah.
keep looking up at those stars.
And keep asking those big questions.
And never stop exploring.
Who knows what's waiting for us out there in the universe?
Maybe aliens.
Maybe.
It's a pretty amazing thought.
It really is. Makes you wonder if we're even ready for something like that.
Yeah, right? Like imagine waking up and the news is all about aliens.
It would be huge.
Scientists confirm alien civilization. How would we even handle that?
I don't think anyone knows for sure.
It would totally change everything.
Yeah, maybe the biggest change in human history.
It would change how we think about ourselves.
Totally.
Our religions, our philosophies, everything.
It would be a massive shift in perspective.
And what about our culture? Think about movies and books and art.
Yeah.
So much of it is about us being alone in the universe.
What happens to those stories when we're not alone anymore?
Exactly.
It open up so many new possibilities for creativity.
That's for sure.
But it also brings up some big questions.
Like what?
What if these aliens are way more advanced than us?
Oh, yeah, good point.
What would they want?
Would they be friendly?
Would they want to help us?
Or would they be dangerous?
Right, we just don't know.
Now you're getting into sci-fi territory.
Maybe.
But it's a valid point.
It's not all just fun and excitement.
Right. There are some risks involved.
There's a lot we don't know.
And those unknowns could be dangerous.
We need to be realistic about this.
It's exciting, but we need to be cautious, too.
We need to think about this carefully.
Not just scientifically, but ethically.
Exactly.
So it's not just about finding them.
Right.
It's about what happens after we do.
It's about being ready.
Ready for contact.
Whether it's through signals or actually meeting them face to face.
We need to be prepared.
And that means having these conversations now.
Before it's too late.
Before contact happens.
This all goes back to what you said earlier.
Oh, yeah.
This isn't just about aliens.
Right.
It's about us.
It's about understanding who we are.
And where we fit in.
In this vast universe.
It's about confronting our limits.
And our assumptions.
It's a huge undertaking.
It really is.
But it's so important.
I think you said it perfectly.
Did I?
It's not just about aliens. It's about us.
Yeah. Realizing we're part of something so much bigger.
Whether we're alone or not.
That's a humbling thought.
It really is.
It's like the search for aliens is a mirror.
Interesting.
It shows us who we are.
It makes us look at ourselves.
Our place in the universe.
Our humanity.
That's a beautiful way to put it.
It makes you appreciate life even more.
In all its forms.
Exactly. And maybe that's the whole point.
Of searching for aliens.
Yeah, maybe it's not about finding them.
But about finding ourselves.
Maybe that's the real discovery.
That's a powerful thought. We might not get a clear answer in our lifetime.
Right.
But it's still so important to ask.
Absolutely.
Makes you wonder about the future.
Yeah.
Maybe someday we'll be looking out at the stars.
Instead of just looking up.
And we'll know for sure that we're not alone.
That's a cool thought.
It really is.
Maybe knowing that we're not alone could actually bring us together.
Yeah, you're right.
Like, imagine all of humanity united.
By this shared sense of wonder.
Just amazed by the universe.
And our place in it.
Exactly.
That's a really nice thought to end on.
It is.
Thanks for taking this deep dive with me.
The pleasure was all mine.
It's been a real mind bender.
It has.
Ah.
But in a good way.
It's always great to explore these big ideas.
And to share the wonders of the cosmos.
Absolutely.
And to everyone listening out there, keep looking up at those stars.
Yeah, keep looking up.
And keep asking those big questions.
Don't be afraid to wonder.
And never stop exploring.
You never know what you might find.
Maybe aliens.
Maybe.
It's a pretty amazing thought.
It really is.